Have you heard the whispers? What lurks in the shadows? Dare you walk the lonely road? Chimanimani hides secrets untold. Stay until the end to understand everything. Nestled amidst the untamed landscapes of Mozambique's Chimanimani Mountains, the village of Chimanimani holds tales that chill the spine. Generations have passed down stories of a presence that roams the wooded trails and the abandoned ruins scattered throughout the area. It is said that during the night, strange sounds echo through the air, haunting wails that mimic anguished cries. Locals remember the swift disappearance of children, inexplicable happenings on moonless nights, and sightings of shadowy figures darting behind the trees. Just a few years ago in 2018, several villagers claimed to see a tall, dark silhouette moving among the ancient baobab trees, leaving them with an uneasy sense of being watched. This legend, like many others, finds its roots in a cultural context laced with fear and reverence for the unknown. The Chimanimani region is steeped in myth, rife with traditional beliefs that speak of spirits and ancestors watching over the living. Elders speak of a curse placed upon the land long ago, an event buried in time and yet palpably alive in local memory. Some say it was a retribution for defiling sacred burial grounds. Others claim it was merely a warning for those who dared to cross the spirits of the mountains. As stories of the Chimanimani shadow spread, so too did the atmosphere of fear. Over beers at dusk, neighbors pointed fingers toward the forest's edge, murmuring of recent incidents that seemed all too strange to be mere coincidence. One local, a fisherman named Armando, spoke of a bone-chilling encounter. "I was coming home late one night when I felt something following me. I turned and there it was, a tall figure staring back at me, eyes glowing red before it vanished into thin air." Often such tales grab the attention of the media, and the stories leap from ear to ear, turning a mere phantom into a folklore sensation that haunts nightly conversations. What solidified the existence of the Chimanimani shadow were police notes uncovered during intense investigations. No longer could the chilling occurrences be dismissed as mere folklore or drunken tales. Officers recorded repeated sightings, noting the eerie silence that enveloped places where shadows loitered. Various accounts indicated that once darkness fell, the energy shifted palpably. A stillness, as if nature itself held its breath, lingered in the air. The local authorities were inundated with calls, leading them to place temporary bans on nighttime activities in specific areas, warning residents not to wander far after sunset lest they attract unwanted attention from the shadowy figure. In the following months, the upheaval triggered by these various encounters left an indelible mark on the village. Dusk came to carry an unspoken dread, and tales of rituals crafted to appease the spirit began to emerge, passed along by candlelight in hushed tones. People would gather, some even lighting candles and leaving offerings of fruit and flowers near the old baobab trees, hoping to deter the entity that lurked just beyond the light's reach. The landscape itself began to shift. Ventures into the woods transformed from casual strolls to nerve-wracking treks punctuated by hushed awareness. The feeling that eyes were upon one fueled a growing reluctance to approach the once inviting forests. Places of beauty now stained with fear. In secluded corners of the village, the old stories evolved into cautionary tales for the young. Children were warned to stay close to their homes as night descended and to steer clear of the mountain trails where the figure waits. Abruptly, tents intended for camping by the riverbank outside the village remained untouched, and the peculiar footprints seen by the riverside macadamia grove were attributed to that ominous shadow, urging locals to barricade their doors and keep windows locked tight as twilight approached. The stories, intertwined with the dense fog rolling down from the mountains at dusk, urge everyone to keep the flickering lights of belief alive. The Chimanimani shadow serves not only as a haunting reminder of mortals' fragile connection to the spirit realm, but as a perpetual echo of all things unknown, calling out to us through the shadows. Should you find yourself near this region, remember the chilling warnings passed down from those who tread here before. The legend lives as you stand on the brink of the unknown, grappling with a perpetual dread, drawing you closer to a truth that lingers just out of sight. What if the next shadow you see is not just another illusion, but the embodiment of those fears brought to life? Perhaps the Chimanimani shadow, whose presence has echoed through time, remains one step from reaching deeper into the hearts and minds of those who dare tread too close to folklore's embrace. If you want to see for yourself, think twice. Reflect on where your footsteps may lead you, and remember to subscribe for more haunting tales from the shadows that dance on the edge of understanding.